Good evening, welcome back to our appointment. We are still in our showroom talking about various applications. In the last appointments I show you all the things the application that you can realize using our technologies and our system, and we finished the last appointment talking about leather. Today I would like to speak to you a little bit deeper about leather, because there are a lot of little trick or shrewdness that you can use in order to obtain a product that is replicable in time, in order also to offer to your customer a product that is always the same. So let's start looking at some application. With leather we saw a lot of application, but one interesting application is this regarding helmets for bikes, for motorbikes. Of course, the touch, the end of a leather helmet is different of a PVC helmet, and most of all you can realize objects that are always different, and we realize several of them that you can see here. So is another interesting application in which you decorate the leather, and then the decorated leather is applied on the helmets to realize this product. Another interesting and nice application regards armchairs and coach. Here, thank you Teresa, we have two different King's armchair. They are really the same armchair. It is only decorated with different graphics, artworks, and so you can see how the same product can assume a different impact and a different object. It became a different object only thanks to the decoration. So one is more, stylish, the other one is more modern, and once again, starting from the same object, you can obtain two objects that are totally different between them. Of course, these kind of objects are really interesting when you are realizing something for a showroom or for a public space. Probably when you are at home, you would love to have something more, I don't know how to tell you, something different. So, I want to show you two other objects, two couches, two sofas that we decorated with an interesting application, tone. So on this green leather we realized a green decoration, and the object totally changed because became more personal, more unique, if you want. What it is important, and what I will never be tired to tell you, is that with our decoration, the end and the softness of the material on which we decorated never change. So we have the same end, the same softness. This one is in red, but we also decorated the same object with a semi-gloss black leather, but with a glossy, I don't know if you can see it properly, but it is decorated with a black ink glossy, and so look at what a wonderful results we can obtain on the wall sofa. I told you we will talk about the tricks that you can use to decorate a product like leather. Leather is a natural product, and each leather you obtain is different between them because they came from, is a natural product, and they came from different animals in different countries. The tanneries doesn't work in the same way in all the states, and so it is important, in order to obtain always the same product, to uniform, if you want, the surface. How? Using cleaners, using primers before the decoration. This is not important in terms of resistance of the the resistance of the decoration, but it is important in order to obtain always the same chromatic yield. It is important because if you produce for industry coach, shoes or whatever, it is important to obtain always the same result. So, using cleaners and primers before the decoration, you obtain a surface, a material that allows you to decorate always with the same chromatic yield. We can go over to see some other application, maybe more heavy duty if you want, like shoes. The decoration on the leather is always the same, but the stress that the leather support doing different products is important. To realize a shoes, the leather is stretched, is glued, is maltreated, if you want, okay? So it is important to ensure a perfect resistance on the leather. In the previous weeks, we realized a new machine, and we made a video that is already on Facebook, and you can see it, a machine that is called Surface Activator. This machine, thanks to the ionized air, change the surface tension of the material, leather, but also other materials, plastic, melaminics, or other materials, and the resistance of the inks on this material is stronger. It makes the surface a kind of wet, if you want, and it makes the decoration stronger for an heavy-duty use. We go over talking about other examples. We should spend a week in this place talking about samples, but we just take a look. For example, this one is a green suede leather that we decorate with this tone artwork that is beautiful, but that in the meantime maintains the softness, the end of the material. That is what we really want. We want to obtain objects beautiful, modern, but in the same time product that doesn't change the end of the material. This is important. We talk about this, talking about wood, talking about glass, talking about corian, talking about steel. And the important thing is always the same. Our inks, thanks to their elasticity and to their softness and with no thickness, they never change the material, never change the surface. Also for this reason we do not talk about printing, but better we talk about decoration. What we do is not a print, is a decoration. We also talk about some spot color, some special color. This is a black leather that we decorate with this beautiful artwork with white color. Just to show you how also a white on black or a white on other colors decoration is possible with our materials. Another tone application on suede. This is a black suede with a black decoration, and it is beautiful. I want one time to reconnect with the importance of the preparation of the surface, talking about an application that we saw one of probably the very first day, that is, for example, the car seats. In a car seat, if with the shoes we have an heavy duty, an important decoration, maybe a shoes is used one time or 1 month, I don't know. But if we think to a car seat, you can imagine how it is important to realize always a perfect decoration, also in terms of strength and resistance of the decoration itself. So, in the field of leather, we saw different applications. We saw how it is important to prepare the surface, the material, the leather, how we realize some special machine to improve the strength of the decoration. The last part is the finishing of the leather after the decoration. Most of the companies, of the leather companies, prefer to finish by themselves with coatings, with special coatings for leather. But just in case it is asked to you to protect and to finish the decoration, it's well for you to know that in Match Colors we also developed a different range, a wide range of product, of chemical product, and we will talk about them, that allows you to finish and to protect with special coatings also the application and the decoration of leather. Okay, I think for today is enough to tell to you, and we will see in the next meetings talking about other beautiful application. We have to talk about steel, about different materials, and we will do it in the next appointment. So thank you and see you next time.